What's up, Street Thugs? Brigg here, and we're gonna talk about my FireKin build. I'm gonna share this with you guys. Now, this is my Unity Maxslot FireKin build, so it's got all the slots open, just like my Rad Fire build that I posted earlier. Let me kind of preamble this real fast. I primarily play tanks and brutes. Okay, so my big thing about City Heroes is I love being survivable. I want to make sure that my character is really, beefy and can withstand some damage. I don't like dying, in other words. So when I make builds, I usually go for resistances or defense or both if I can. In this case, I created my FireKin build to have melee defense, AoE defense, and range defense. Okay, so that way I can get into a fight and I can dodge most damage. Now, I did have it capped, as you can see. I did have it capped across the board with all three of those, over 45% soft cap. But Bonfire created all sorts of knockback, which created a mess, and I hate knockback. For me, personally. I don't care if other people is doing knockback. I can adjust to that. If you're doing knockback and knocking everything all over the place and you're playing an energy blaster and you're just blasting things all over there, you go right ahead. I don't care. I can adjust. If something gets knocked away, I will run the few feet to go find it. It's not a big deal. But I always feel bad because I am a herder at heart. So if things are getting thrown everywhere, I'm like, crap. So as you can see, I've got a soft cap. Because I was throwing things, I had to remove a slot and replace something with a knockback to knockdown converter. And that made the world of a difference. So my AoE defense dropped just under 45%. I did throw some boosters in Weave to improve and to get it closer. So it's at 44.55%. Before them boosters, it was at 44.48. So didn't really do much. So I did manage to get my alpha slot in at tier 4, and that's it. That's the only thing I have tier 4. I do not have ageless yet or anything like that. I don't have my interface or my judgment or nothing like that. All I have is alpha. This character is not that old. I think I got it to 50 last week, thanks to Doc Feels Bad. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it. And then Canuck and Lawsome helped me unlock Alpha. So that was really nice of everybody to help me out. Appreciate that very much. Thank you, guys. So we're going to kind of just jump through this so I can share this build with you. I will go through my fire farm just to kind of show you. It isn't designed to be a fire farmer, but with the defenses the way they were, and plus the way the mobs are, giant mobs at +4 in my fire farm, you'll be able to see an idea of how strong it is. So it's super strong. I hate taking off the side of the headset, but these things are noise canceling, and I cannot hear a damn thing. I can hear just like the echo of my voice in my head. So I can't hear my own self talk. So I'm gonna flash my earlobe for you guys, my giant earlobes. Anyway, sorry. Generally with FireKins, I tried to focus on recharge, accuracy, and damage, okay? Because I just want to just unleash a ton of damage. It can become a lot of work if you're at the same time trying to chase down your transference, your transfusion, you're trying to keep yourself alive. So, which is what you had to do back in the day before IO sets, is you were doing a ton of damage, you were stunning, but you were also chasing down. You were also healing yourself as fast as possible. You're doing your transfusion and transference so fast because you could get overwhelmed really fast. And it was fun to do that much damage, but it wasn't fun to have to work that hard because it could get really stressful. And if you got overwhelmed, you would die. So that's why I wanted to focus on the defense over just recharging damage. Now I did focus. I do have a lot of recharge. I have a lot of recharge. The surge recharge. My haste is perma, so I still have a lot of recharge. Okay, so we're going to jump through this real fast now that I've taken a bunch of time this morning already. We're going to jump over to enhancements and then manage. So we're going to jump up here to the char. I've got lockdown, everything, all 6 of them, okay? And you get area effect. You also get range defense out of this one. Fire cages, I went with enfeebled operation. all 6 of them. For hot feet, I have superior avalanches, all 6 of them. Okay, because you get 5% melee defense, and you got 2.5% of area effect AoE. So for that one, that's a really good one. We'll jump down here to Flash Fire. I have all 6 of the superior will of the controllers. And then down to Cinders, I have Neuronic Shutdown. Now you're going to see some of these weird enhancements that you normally wouldn't see. Neuronic Shutdown, I believe, is caps out at level 30 as far as an IO goes. So some of these are going to look a little different. But for this one, I was able to get melee defense of 2.5%. And a 7% accuracy, plus it's got hold and lethal smashing resistance, max health. But this one was mainly for the melee 2.5%. So there is some weird enhancements you would not normally see. Neuronic Shutdown is something you wouldn't see normally after level 30 because you're going for some of the better ones. But in this case, this was perfect for this setup. It's on Cinders. I used to be a big advocate for Cinders. Now Cinders is just a bonus power. Bonfire, wasn't a big fan of Bonfire back in the day, but I love it now. It's huge mitigation, such a great power. But for these, I have 5 superior Frozen Blast. I did not take the accuracy, damage, endurance, recharge, which when I'm looking for enhancements, I call it Acer, because I'm trying to go really fast. And then I took sudden acceleration, knockback to knockdown for that one. And if I remember right, sudden acceleration, knockback to knockdown is really good for one power. If you want something that's like for the whole power set, the overwhelming force usually does work for your entire set. I could not remember. It's been a while since I played with both of those, but I went with sudden acceleration. Fire Imps, I went with Blood Mandate. Blood Mandate's always a good one. It's got some really good stuff in there. Typically with my Fire Imps, I would go with something like Call to Arms or PD something, because they had like defense and resist buffs in them for your pets, not for your character, for your pets. But in this case, I wanted to go with, like I said, the defenses, and the Blood Mandate was great for this one. Okay, and then we're going to jump over here to Transfusion. Now, Transfusion, all 6 Numinous. Okay, that's pretty easy. And then jump over here to Siphon Power. Now, Siphon Power, I went with, I don't know why I have 4. 3 would have been good. Siphon Power is super fast. Really, with Siphon Power, this might have been part of the auto enhance, and I might have just tossed those in there. Siphon Power recharges really fast, so you could almost do just all accuracies. I think I might redo that actually to have all accuracies. You can't put sets in it, but accuracies would be a lot better. I would probably go with, at least 4 accuracies. I think I might switch that. So you have 4 accuracies and 2 recharges instead. Siphon Speed, we have Pacing of the Turtle. Again, another one you probably wouldn't see as often. But again, range defense at 3.13%. Come down here to increase density. Now this is something I have never done. I have never taken all 6 Gladiators armor. Usually I'm just taking the teleportation resist ones, but in this case I actually took all 6 because you get another 2.5% range defense on the 6th one. So I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do that. Why not? So increased density, all 6 Gladiator armors. For speed boost, I took all 6 of the efficiency adapters. Transference, again, all 6 efficiency adapters. And that's mainly for that one was for the damage and the recharge. Fulcrum Shift, again, I don't know. Fulcrum Shift is one of the ones you want to recharge as fast as possible. I might switch one of these out to maybe 3 and 3 because you definitely want the accuracy on that one too. But you do want recharge. You want that one available as fast as possible so you can almost triple stack it. Well, you can triple stack it, but not for very long. Brawl, I've got Touch of Death, again, melee defense. And then we'll come down to, now, let's look at both of them. Sprint and Prestige Power Slide. I have 2 Quick Foots, which is Endurance Run and Endurance Run. And I think that's for all of these, yes. Celerity. I have also Run and Endurance. And then I have Unbounded Leap Jump. And that one is the Jump and Endurance. And these are just to really, this one improves speeds. You get some resistances with that one, so that's cool. And then this one you get also some resistances. So for those, I wanted to get something out of them. I didn't want to just waste them, so I put these in here just to get a little boost out of something. And then rest, I just left the enhanced IOs, not a big deal. Swift, all runs, hurdles, all jumps. And then health, I went with 5 Panaceas, and then Miracle Recovery. For the Panaceas, I took everything but Endurance Recharge. It's health, you don't need Endurance, you don't need Recharge. But you do get a Recharge power, so that's a big plus for that one. And then we'll jump down to Stamina, and I took Performance Shifter. And the reason I have Performance Shifter in this one is, in this case, I'm not a big fan of the proc with the plus endurance. In this case, I definitely want it. I've got efficiency adapters in several other places. Obviously, I just went over that. But for this one, I definitely want the plus endurance on this one because I can. It's not necessarily that I need it, but if I can, why not? So all 6 of them right there. Combat jumping, of course, I have Luck of the Gamblers. The weird thing about this build, I didn't create a lot of mule powers. So I don't have all 5 of my Luck of the Gambler recharges. Now, I do have 7.5% recharge boosted from other powers as well. So I probably have 5 worth, but I don't have 5 of the Luck of the Gamblers. So here you got Luck of the Gambler for combat jumping. I have Shield Wall, Teleportation, Resistance All. And that's just a bonus. Resistance, because I'm not really focusing on resistance, wherever I can get a little bit extra is great. Combat jumping, I have 4 of the Red Fortunes. I'm a big advocate of Red Fortune. In this case, you can see what I took: Defense Endurance, Defense Recharge, Defense, and Endurance. And again, that's for damage. If I had space, if you really wanted to, you could drop the Shield Wall if you're okay with losing the resistance, and you get a little more recharge out of it if you wanted to. This one did have 2.5% defense for, I believe it was range. Range defense. I wanted to take it, but I mean, I would sacrifice my recharge, my 7.5%. Really, you'd only be losing 2.5% recharge, but whatever. I didn't really need the extra defense at that point, so it was okay. Super speed, all 3 of the Blessing of the Zephyrs, and all 3 of the Winter's Gifts. And you can kind of see what those are doing. This one, the Blessing of the Blessing of the Zephyr actually gives you a bunch of defenses. So I was like, hell yeah, I'll take that. Hasten, of course, 6 slotted with recharges. Maneuvers, we got a Luck of the Gambler, and then we have 5 of the Red Fortune. So this time I am getting the damage boost as well as the recharge time boost. We jump down here to boxing. I took Razzle Dazzle. All 6 of them. Another power another slot you rarely see. Usually with stuns or something like that, I go for like Rope-a-Dope or something. But in this case, because of you get melee and melee and AoE defense, so I took that one. And they're both at 2.5%, so that's a great one. Down here in tough, I took Unbreakable Guards. Again, melee defense. I think it's 3.13%. So all 4 of those. And this case I took, now this is tough, so I took Resistance, Resistance Endurance, Resistance Recharge, and Resistance Endurance Recharge. And then I took, on the 5th slot, I have Psionic Static Resistance, which is Aegis. And then I have Impervious Skin, Status Resistance. Because this build isn't for farming, it's for just in general PvE. It can farm pretty much anything. But this one was designed for just a little bit of everything. We have Luck of the Gambler, and then we have 5 of the Red Fortunes. Same setup I had before. And then here you can see here is where I boosted a little bit, +5, +5. Didn't really make a difference. I think I got a total of 7 extra points for those +5 on each of those. And I was trying to get closer to 45. But it's really not going to make that much of a difference, so it wasn't really worth it. So I was like, screw it, whatever, I'll leave it alone. I'm at 44.55% on area of effect AoE defense. That is just fine for me. I'm okay with that. For Fireball, I took all 6 of the Ragnaroks. For Fire Shield, I took Resistance Defense, Steadfast Protection, as well as Knockback Protection. And then I took 4 of the Unbreakable Guards. Here in Fire Shield, because I don't really need a lot of Fire Shield resistance. I mean, you can opt out and choose to put the the plus 7.5% max HP. You can put that in tough because you're smashing lethal caps really fast on this build. So you could put it up there. It wouldn't be a big deal. And then squeeze a little more of the fire resistance. I mean, it's up to you. Either way, I mean, that's probably a better idea now that I think about it. I probably should have done that. But for some reason, I stuck it in fire shield because I wasn't worried about capping my fire resistance. But because my smashing and lethal is like way past 75%, I probably should have stuck it in there. And then come down here finally to Fire Blast, which I have all 6 apocalypses. So that is my setup for my FireKin. Of course, you know, biggest thing about FireKin is trying to keep your pets alive when you're fighting big mobs solo. But we're going to go here and we're going to click on my Bloody Rainbow, which today I am going to also post I am going to post the cave map as well as the Shiva Shard, the space map, because I'm not a big fan of them. The space map is still the fastest like farming map, just because it's short, it's right there, and everything converges on you. But it is super hot door. If you go in there and just kind of stand there and try to hide, you will die. And if you are not wanting to, you know, constantly watch it and reset, you know, that's why I don't like that one personally. For me, I love that map, but it is a lot of work. There's a lot of resetting. If you're cool with resetting, then that map is perfect for you. If you're not worried about people dying, again, that map is perfect for you. I really like the Atlas map because I like simple. I want to be up and make a circle. I want to go up and down and then reset. And that's what's nice about the Atlas map is you get a lot more mobs. You get a lot more back from one mission, and it's just literally down and up. The cave map, I'm torn on the cave map. One, it's, you know, it is enclosed claustrophobic cave. There is a lot of branching off. It's a big map. You can go in there and you can do a ton of XP. If I made that map and became Dev Choice, you would definitely level 1 through 50 in one run. But it does take about an hour to run, so it's a lot bigger, and a lot more running around. But a lot of people love that map, and I don't know if it's because when they're done, they just have a much bigger number at the end. That's possible. Rather than looking at the time to reward ratio, maybe they're just seeing like the big number at the end, and that's the one they like. So I am going to be uploading both of those so that everybody can take advantage of options, you know, just creating options, which is why I'm a big advocate of AE, having the option to do something different. So I will be uploading those, but we're going to kind of run in here real fast and check this out. And we'll kind of zip over here. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but I have a new microphone. I love this thing. I'm like so excited about this thing. So excited. I've been wanting to get a mic for a while because I hated the mic that I had because it was always in the way, and so I would try to go do like a thumbnail and the mic is like sticking right there, and I was like, that looks stupid. And then and the sound, I wasn't a big fan of it. And I got this one and I hooked it up and I did like a little test and I was like, holy shit, it's a big difference. So yeah, totally geeking out about my mic. Okay, so we're gonna run in here. We'll pop my pets out. We'll slam them with a couple buffs. Pocket D is an extra dimensional something. Let's see. So we're gonna pop these bad boys out. I'll go ahead and hit them with some boofs. Get them with some boofs. All right, let's rock and roll. What should we hit them with first, huh? Well, flash fire, of course. And then you want to lock them down so they'll stop running away. Maybe I should do that first. Hit them with some fulcrum shift. We'll grab some recharge boosts. We'll have some siphon. Lock them down again just for the safe. Throw some bonfire. That is not my bonfire. There's my bonfire. Boom. So, as you can see already, my endurance is going down, but the nice part about this one is transfusion. My health is holding up pretty good. I don't have multiple mobs yet. How are my imps doing? Oh, they're all still alive still. That's cool. I'm going to go ahead and hit this. Oh, shit. I'm going to jump into this group. Holy crap. There's a lot of people over here. Hell yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and lock some people down because they will start running. Stop! There we go, got him. Got him. Got him. Okay, boom. We're gonna grab fire cages again. I guess I can, oh, there's bonfire. Throw down bonfire. Get some damage boosters. So you can see it holds up really well. I've hardly lost any life. I'm gonna go ahead and just refresh that. As long as you keep up your endurance, because FireKins are huge endurance drainers. Once I get ageless, that is not a factor at all. I don't even have to stress about it. You could even argue that I could go for something different other than ageless, because transfusion takes care of that mess. I mean, that's up to you. Really, you don't have to go get ageless. I might look into not, because I usually just automatically go for ageless. It'd probably be, oh look, there's Shredder. Shredder is my favorite costume in here. It probably would be beneficiary for me to kind of look more into that. But to give you an idea, at least, the only alpha I have right now, like I said, is alpha. The only incarnate I have right now is my alpha, and I have it tier 4'd, so I do have a little bit of boost to defense. As you can see, I am gaining more defense while fighting. So, like I said earlier, stacking that couple percentage on your enhancement boosters is a waste, because you're gonna cap it out. It's gonna get there. So I am totally where I want to be. I would rather it be as close to 45 as possible, because if I'm not getting that boost, I'm still where it's at. Plus, if you're fighting stuff like the Cimarrones or Romans or whatever you want to call them, they do have a lot of defense debuffs as well as Circle of Thorns. But this is my FireKin build. It is not as fast as my Radfire Brute. That one is unbelievably fast. But, I mean, it does the job. It's really fun to play. I don't know. Something about FireKins are just a lot of fun. With the control and the damage. And my imps are... where? My imps are dead. Let's get my imps out of here. No wonder I'm not killing as fast. That helps. That would help. Hello. Endurance. See, I'm not paying attention. And I'm not even using Falcon. Lame. Lame. Should have that like triple stacked by now, but no, I'm not paying attention. I love these corrupted security guards. They take a little longer to kill when on this build, but man, are they a huge boost of XP and influence. Awesome sauce. Boom. That one's dead. 615,000. If I had like some sort of XP boost on, it would be even higher. What's up, Tick and Venom? Side by side. I like how they flopped at the same time. That's awesome. That is awesome. Siphon speed, siphon power, fulcrum shift, transference. Oh, you're dead. Never mind. Oh, there's Stan Lee. So anyway, that'll kind of give you an idea. I just wanted to run in here and kind of show you guys, what it does. But you get the idea. It's super fun, super fast. I do have speed boost. I do have super speed. I really wanted to get flight. I really wanted to take my hover and afterburner for the extra recharge, but it wasn't that big of a deal. You'll see my hasten's about to recharge here in about 3 seconds, and you can see that it is just under 2 minutes. 1.47 or 1.40. I might have looked way too soon. So it is perma, because it lasts for 2 minutes. Once I get ageless with my recharge, it'll even be faster. And that's another big bonus to getting ageless, is the recharge. Mainly I get ageless for the endurance primarily, but recharge is another good one. So hopefully you guys like that. Again, this is my FireKin build. Max slotted on Unity. Super awesome. The defense makes such a difference. I freaking love it. Totally overpowered. I don't care. So much fun. But if you guys have any questions or suggestions, please leave a comment. Ask a question. I always check the questions. I always answer. So I'm usually responding. So if you have a question, please do. And if you'd like to support my channel, I am at I'm over halfway there now to getting monetized on my channel, which is awesome. And I'm getting really excited about that. So thank you guys for your support. But if you want to help support my channel, please like my video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, if you would like to, and if you would like to help support me even further, you can share it with other people who think might like it. But thank you guys. I really appreciate all your support. I will see you again soon. Stay golden and take care. Bye-bye.